From Russ Gear Field in Villa Grove, it's time for our high school football game of the week on DouglasCountyDigest.com. I'm Alan Patton. Alongside is Mark Davis. And tonight we're going to bring you the play-by-play and color of the Little Okaw Valley Conference game between the Villa Grove Heritage Blue Devils and the Cumberland Pirates. The Blue Devils are in the playoffs for the third consecutive year and for the seventh time in the 8-year tenure of Chad Musselman at Villa Grove High School, and the last couple of years, the Villa Grove Heritage Blue Devils. And the Cumberland Pirates, in their second year under Larry Maynard, they're trying to get back to the playoffs. It's been a while since they've been in the postseason. They are 3-3, and they're going to have to win out in their final three ball games against Villa Grove Heritage, Martinsville, and Arthur Lovington Atwood Hammond. So it's going to be a big task for the Pirates as they take on an undefeated Villa Grove Blue Devil team that has won their first 6 football games of the season. And Mark, the Blue Devils have run up the points. The last 2 weeks they've topped the 50-point mark, and they've been very stingy on defense. They've only given up about 8 points a ball game so far. So the Cumberland Pirates are going to have their hands full with a Villa Grove team that is very good on offense and very stingy on defense as well.
Yep, that's for sure. We got Villa Grove coming in 6-0, Cumberland coming in 3-3. Like you said, Alan, Villa Grove just giving up 8 points a game, a very good defense. We'll see if they can keep Cumberland down to the end zone. I think Cumberland's biggest task tonight will just be holding back the Villa Grove offense, especially to highlight number 6, Max Daly, and their quarterback, 13, Gavin Gunter.
Yeah, Max Daly, one of the leading rushers in the area. In fact, we've got him as 4th in the East Central Illinois area, 850 yards rushing. So if he has almost an average game tonight, he's going to top the 1,000-yard mark, because I think he's been over 100 yards in every game but 2. He's had his top effort was a couple weeks ago against Oblong when he rushed for 195 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's averaging about 6.5 yards per carry, and he's been the main rusher for this Villa Grove Heritage team, but they've gotten some contributions from other people as well. Speaking of Kenny Guerrero and Bradley, with some good rushing games as well, and Nathan Bradley back in the backfield, a 5'5", 134-pound junior. He's not big, but he sure is. He's shifty, as Chad Musselman told me a couple weeks ago. He's just kind of a one-direction player. He goes forward, and he gets the job done for the Blue Devils. Villa Grove is going to be kicking off. They will be defending the goal to our right, which is the south goal here at Russ Gear Field. The field runs north to south. Blue Devils are in the blue jerseys and pants with the gold trim and the white numbers. The Cumberland Pirates in white with light blue numbers, white helmets, and gold and black trim. Double safety back for the for the Pirates, rather, at about the 10-yard line. Skylar Orwick, number 25, will kick off. It's a little short kick. It's taken on the run at the 20-yard line by number 8 for Cumberland, and that is Cameron James, and he's going to take it out to about the 32, 33-yard line, and the Pirates are going to take over 1st and 10 at their own. They're going to call it the 33-yard line. Quarterback for the Pirates is Monty Wolke. He's a 5'11", 185-pound junior. And he sends Gunnar McMahon off to the left side, has a man to the right, backs in the eye behind him. Wolke hands off to the tailback, and he's going to get a couple yards. And that looks like number 35, Keaton Titus. Titus gets a couple on the play. And it's going to be second down and about 8 from the 35. Looking at the Pirates during pregame, they ran a lot of single back sets with one back behind, which is what they have right now. And then they have 2 men wide to the right. The single setback is Houston Napier, 6'2", 220. Wolke fakes the handoff, throws the football. It's complete on the near side, and it's going to go out to about midfield. And that is Keaton Titus again catching the pass for about a 15-yard gain. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Pirates at midfield.
Yeah, we certainly see the size advantage for the Cumberland Pirates. They've got about half their players standing at 6 foot or over versus just about a fifth of the 47-man roster for Villa Grove. The defense tonight for Villa Grove, it looks like one-on-one to the left side and no deep safeties.
Wolke rolling out to the left side, throws on the run. It's complete to about the 45-yard line. And that is Gunnar McMahon. And he's going to be brought down for a gain of about 6 yards. And it's going to be a second down and about 4 at the Villa Grove Heritage 44-yard line. Clock running, 10:15 left to go in the first quarter. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, rolling out. Pass is complete and hit as soon as he catches the football is number 8, Cameron James. Wolke completes his 3rd consecutive pass, and that's going to be just inside the 35 at the 34, so it's a gain of 10 on the play.
We see Villa Grove either putting 5 or 6 men on the line. Here they switch to just about 4, and if they keep doing that, Monty Wilkie will certainly have his way against this secondary.
Single setback, Wolke drops back, throws over the middle. It's complete to McMahon again, and he is hit by the Blue Devils' Toby Stipp, I'm sorry. And that's going to be a gain out to the 28, call it the 28-yard line. Gain of about 6, 2nd and 4 for the Cumberland Pirates. Once again, wide receiver to the right side is Dane Lewis. Wide receiver to the left, 2 setbacks. Wolke rolling out to the right, passes one out to Napier, and he's going to roll out of bounds. He's pushed out by Kenny Guerrero. We said Napier's 6'2", 220. He's a big load, and he's going to be brought down inside the 20 to about the 19-yard line, a gain of 9 yards. And that is the 3rd first down of this drive for the Cumberland Pirates. Wolke in the shotgun formation, rolls out to the left side, looks to throw. It is incomplete. And that was the first incompletion. Wolke hit his first 5 passes of the ball game before that incompletion. And it's going to be second down and 10 at the 19, looks like the 19-yard line from here. Clock stopped with 8:53 to go in the first quarter. Cumberland started this drive at their 33-yard line after the kickoff, and they've moved down into VGH territory on 7 plays. Wolke looks over the defense, gets the snap, drops back to throw. He's rushed. He puts it up over the middle, and it is incomplete. And I believe that was intended for McMahon.
Walton's pass intended for number 32, Gunnar McMahon, falls incomplete.
And it's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Cumberland Pirates. So the Pirates who ran off 3 first downs on this drive, are facing a 3rd and 10 situation. The ball at the 19-yard line. 3 wide receivers go wide to the left. Drayton Ruhal, Gunnar McMahon, and Keaton Titus wide to the left side. Napier the setback. And the quarterback is going to be dropped for a loss on the play. Making the tackle for the Villa Grove Heritage Blue Devils, number 10, Cole Lemon. And it's going to be a loss back to the, let's see, about the 20, is that the 26-yard line? Loss of 7 on the play. And it's going to be 4th and about 17 to go for the Cumberland Pirates. So a big defensive play that time by Cole Lemon, one of the leading tacklers on this VGH football team. Pirates are going to go for it. 4th and long. Once again, 3 receivers to the left. Wolke dropping back. He looks over the middle. The pass is complete. And McMahon makes the catch and his hit inside the 10 at about the 9-yard line. And that may be just enough for the first down. McMahon, 6'1", 160. He looks a lot taller. And he got the pass, and he was dropped a yard short of the first down. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. They needed 17. They got about 16 the way the sticks are set. Now they're going to wait. Now they're going to measure. A little second guessing going on up here. The officials indicated that the Pirates were short of the first down yardage. And now they're going to measure. And turns out they were right. Maybe they were short about 6 inches instead of a foot. But so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils at their own 9-yard line. So the Pirates march from their own 33 to about the 9-yard line, and they turn it over on downs, and it's VGH football. 7:50 to go in the first quarter, and the Blue Devils have the ball for the first time. Gavin Gunter, the quarterback, he gets the snap, hands it off on a reverse to the right side. Dalton James taking the football. He's going to get some yardage. He's going to be close to a first down. Dalton James has done a good job for the Blue Devils, not only on offense or defense, but on special teams. And now we're going to have a timeout for a measurement. So James may have gotten 10 on the first carry. Looked like it was kind of a wing-back reverse. James was lined up on the left side, came around to the right, got the handoff from Gavin Gunter. And they stretch the chains, and inches short. So it's going to be 2nd down and less than a yard to go. Ball is out at the 18-yard line, we'll say. Wide receivers to both sides. Got a wing back to the near side. And Max Daly, the fullback, the lone setback behind Gunter. He'll take the short snap. He gives to Daly. Daly's going to bully his way up the middle, and he's got the first down. That is a staple of the Blue Devils offense. Daly gets out to the 25. Gain of 7, and it's 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. On the near side for the Blue Devils is Dalton Mannon. 2 men in the slot. Gunter. And I think Daly had it, but he may have lost the football. And it is. It's going to be Cumberland football on the fumble by Max Daly on the hand up the middle. So just like that, Cumberland gets the ball back. And they get it with 7:10 left to go in the first quarter. And they have it in excellent field position at the Blue Devil 25-yard line. Two wide receivers to the right side for Cumberland. Number 44, Dane Lewis. Number 5, Drayton Ruhal. Wolke rolling out to the right, throws. It is incomplete. That was intended for Ruhal on the near sideline. We couldn't see because of the Villa Grove bench, but the official gave an indication that it was incomplete. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Cumberland Pirates. Ball still at the 25-yard line. Clock stopped with 7:02 left to go in the first quarter. Wolke under center. Hands off to the right side. Some running room for one of their backs. And that was number 35, Keaton Titus. And he's going to get some yardage. He's going to be close to a first down, a gain of about 9. Okay, they're going to call it a 1st and 10 at the 13. About a 12-yard carry for Titus. Here's a handoff on the left side.
35 the ball carrier.
And that's going to be Titus again. And let's see. Let's see where they mark the football.
2nd down. Loss of a yard on that play.
I'm going to say he lost a yard. Going to be 2nd and 11 at the 14. Midway through the first quarter here at Russ Gear Field in Villa Grove. Wolke gets the snap. He rolls out to the right side. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. See where he's at. He still needs about 5 yards to go for the first down. They have to get to the 2, it looks like, for the first down.
3rd down for the Pirates.
And the ball is going to be at the 8. Got to be 3rd down and 5. Wolke averages about 6.5 yards per carry. Has 9 rushing touchdowns this season. Has racked up 554 yards on the ground. Wolke drops back, rolls left, throws to the middle, and it's going to be caught. From the indication, they're still going to be about 2-3 yards short of the first down. Looks like that was Gunnar McMahon again. Gain of about, we're going to call it a 3-yard gain.
4th down for the Pirates.
And it's going to be 4th down and about 2, maybe. And ball is at the 5. Wide receivers wide to the right, both sides. Wolke drops back, rolls right, throws in and out of the hands of the intended receiver in the end zone. And once again, the VGH defense holds. See if we can find out. Looks like that might have been Dane Lewis, but I can't tell. Yeah, it was. It was intended for Lewis, and he was open in the end zone. It just, as a wise man used to say, it hit him in a bad spot, the hands. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for VGH with 5:07 left to go in the first quarter. Still no score. Cumberland has been close twice, but the Villa Grove Heritage defense has held on both offensive series.
Yeah, the problem with these high school teams is that when they get into these fourth down situations, they don't have the option to kick a field goal most of the time. They don't have that kind of distance, so they just have to go for it and hope for the best when they get down there and they can't punt.
Dalton Mannon wide to the left side. Kenny Guerrero takes the football. He's going to get out close to the 10-yard line. And they're going to call it a 5-yard gain, so it's going to be 2nd and 5 at the 5. 2 backs behind, actually 3 backs behind Gunter. Handoff over the right side, and that looks like Dalton James. He's got the first down and more. That was Nathan Bradley, and he gets it out to the 20. They're going to call it the 20, so a 10-yard gain for Bradley. And a 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. And here's another fumble in the backfield, and it's going to be recovered by number 44 for Cumberland, Dane Lewis. And that is the 2nd turnover on consecutive possessions. I didn't see what had happened. I don't know if it was a pitch or it was a handoff, and it wasn't handled well.
It looked like a drop pitch to me, and that's the 2nd fumble today for the Villa Grove Heritage Blue Devils, and that gives Cumberland their 3rd nice field position, trying to score again.
Here's Wolke back to throw. He's rolling out to the left side. He's having to run the football. He's going to have the first down and more. And Wolke is run out of bounds over on the far side. In for the touchdown. Wolke on a 17-yard run for the touchdown. And that comes with 4:12 to go in the first quarter. And the 3rd time is the charm for the Cumberland Pirates. 3rd time deep in Villa Grove territory. And they get on the board on a run by Wolke. Now we'll see what the Pirates do for the extra point. Looks like they're going to go for it. 3 backs behind or alongside Wolke, 2 beside and 1 behind. Wolke hands off, and let's see. 35 Keaton Titus does not make it. And so with 4:12 left to go in the first quarter, the score Cumberland 6 and Villa Grove nothing. We'll be back with more on Douglas County Digest. Monty Wolke set to kick off for the Cumberland Pirates. Nathan Bradley and Dalton James are set to receive, but that one's going to be bouncing up the middle. And the Blue Devils fall on the football at about the 25, 26-yard line. Wolke squibbed the kick right up the middle, bounced it right up the middle. And the Blue Devils fall on it. 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line, and the Blue Devils have the ball for the 3rd time tonight. And they have lost the football the first 2 possessions on fumbles. Max Daly in the backfield, set behind Gavin Gunter. Bradley in motion. Here's a handoff over the left side to Guerrero. He's going to cut back to the outside, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of about 6 yards.
Number 14, Dalton Mannon, did not hold his block there. The defenders slid right off of it and went in and tackled the runner there, and certainly saved a touchdown.
Notice that Daly has a big cast on his right hand. I'm sure that's going to have an effect on him carrying the football. Nathan Bradley takes the pitch on the reverse, and he's not going to get much on the play. Maybe a yard. We'll call it the 33. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. Well, call it 5. We'll say no gain. Here's Gunner rolling out, looking to throw, and it is incomplete. And Toby Stipp and Nathan Bradley were in the area, but Dalton Mannon was there to also. And so that brings up a 4th down and about 5. The ball at the 32-yard line. And looks that Gunner back to punt. Is a high, short kick. Just barely got the punt away. That was Parker Vollmer punting the football. And it's going to be down at about the 41-yard line. So only about a 9-yard punt. So 2 fumbles and a 3-and-out for the Blue Devils. Not a good start to the football game. Cumberland takes over 1st and 10. And aside from the opening possession, when they started in their own territory, Cumberland has been on VillaGrove's half of the football field. Wolke gets the snap, drops back to throw, looks to the left, incomplete. He overthrows number 32, Gunner McMahon.
Cumberland has certainly been fortunate to get some great field position today, and they've taken a hold of it once so far. We'll see if they can do it again here, starting at Villa Grove's 41, it looks like. And that's certainly something you look for, is to have your offense have a short field to work with. So Cumberland has certainly gotten that tonight.
That's already the 12th pass attempt for Wolke this evening. He's completed 7 of them for 7 completions in 12 attempts. Here's a man in motion, Cameron James. Wolke's going to keep it himself. He gets across the 40 down to the 36-yard line of Villa Grove Heritage. And it's going to be a 5-yard gain for Wolke. He's got the only touchdown so far on a 17-yard run. "65 yards passing for Wolke and 21 yards on the ground. Going to be 3rd down, about 5 to go at the 36-yard line of VGH. Here's Wolke rolling to the left, throws, and let's see. They got to call it they're going to call it incomplete. Kind of skipped in front of Gunner McCann, M-C-H-A-N is how you spell his name. And that is an incompletion, and it's going to be 4th down and 5 at the 36-yard line. Clock stopped with 1:59 to go here in the first quarter. 6-0, Cumberland on top. Wolke comes back from the sideline. Cameron James comes into the ball game. Wolke getting the play from head coach Larry Maynard. Wolke back deep as if to punt. Gets a high snap, gets a kick away, and it is going to roll down into the end zone. And that's going to be a 36-yard punt, no return. And the clock is stopped with 1:53 to go here in the first quarter. And Villa Grove Heritage 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And that is about Villa Grove started after the kickoff at their own 26. So second best field position of the night for the Blue Devils. As they get the football once again, they huddle around Chad Musselman, the head coach. Going wide to the right side, Toby Stipp. Daly, the single back behind Gavin Gunner, wing backs to both sides. Here's a handoff to Daly. And he's going to be stopped for little gain, maybe about a yard on the play. Daly gets a yard. He's carried the ball twice. Going to be second down at about 9 at the 21-yard line. Minute and a half to go here in the first quarter from Russ Gear Field in Villa Grove. You're watching the Douglas County Digest High School Football Game of the Week. Villa Grove Heritage and Cumberland. Here's Gunter dropping back to throw, rolling to the near side, puts it up. It is complete to Bradley, and then he fumbles it at the midfield. It's picked up by the Blue Devils. Tony Stipp is going to pick it up, and he's going to go for the touchdown. Pass was complete at midfield to Nathan Bradley. He was hit. He fumbled the football. Tony Stipp was right behind and almost in perfect stride.
Recovery, touchdown.
He picked the ball up, ran it in for the touchdown, and we have a tie ball game with 1:01 left to go in the first quarter. Well, I'd say you call that maybe a 29-yard pass play and a probably 50-yard run.
Yeah.
That is one you don't see every day.
Yeah, Villa Grove, that was their third fumble tonight, but luckily that was not put into the hands of Cumberland. Their own player, Toby Stipp, number 1, took it up, ran it in for the touchdown. We'll see if they can. It looks like they will attempt the extra point. This will put them up 7-6 if it goes in.
Now we've got an official's timeout. I think they may want a clarification if about the ball being fumbled forward. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. The ball was knocked loose from the receiver, Nathan Bradley. It bounced toward the Villa Grove goal line, or toward the direction they were going, and Stipp came up from behind, picked the ball up, and ran in for the TD.
I believe that they were wondering whether it was an incomplete pass or a fumble. Obviously, for a fumble, you'd have to catch it and take 2 steps, and I think that he did that.
And Orwick's kick is good. Skylar Orwick with the point after. And we have a minute and 1 second left to go in the first quarter. And we've had some weird stuff going on so far tonight. And there's a timeout on the field with the score of Villa Grove Heritage 6 and Villa Grove Heritage 7 and Cumberland 6.
You a lot of times see that
Skylar Orwick is going to kick off for the Blue Devils. Double safety back for Cumberland. Going to be taken at the 30-yard line. And going to be brought down at about they taken about the 25, maybe brought out to about the 36. So it's going to be 1st and 10, 55.9 seconds to go in the first quarter. And Cumberland will start at their own 36. 2 wide receivers to both sides. Wolke gets the snap, drops back, looks to the right side, and it is complete to Dane Lewis at about the 39-yard line. Going to be second at about 7. Clock running with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Coming in with a play from the sidelines is Cameron James. Keaton Titus. James go to the left side. There's also a slot man just off to the left. Wolke drops back to throw. He's under pressure, and he's brought down from behind. And I think that is good. That was Nathan Bradley that time. Bradley drops the quarterback for a loss. Back to the 27-yard line. A loss of 12 on the play. And we've come to the end of the first quarter. So after 1 quarter of play here at Russ Gear Field, the score, Villa Grove Heritage 7 and Cumberland 6. We'll be back with second quarter action in just a second here on